Aloha, fellow travelers. Good morning. It's just Jeremiah. I'm feeling like not quite $1,000,000, but maybe like $700,000. You know, close enough. And to be honest, my 70% is still other people's 120%, which sounds cocky, but hey, know you, I'll know me. Yeah, I'm catching this bus by the skin of my teeth. I have like a minute window, but I'm on that minute window. I'm headed down to work. I wanted to show my room before I left because I wanted to talk about how your environment is a direct reflection of and also perpetuates your psyche, your inner psyche. So if you leave your room in top shape, like organized and clean, the closet doesn't have everything flowing out of it, even simple, that will be what you will be able to embrace. Oh, gotta run. Through the day at your job. You know, if your room is clean and organized, then that's what your thought frames will be. They'll be clean and organized. Your frames of thought, not your thought frames. Yeah, so I highly recommend keeping your spaces and your areas clean and organized and seeing how it affects your day. Your closet is a lot like your the darkness in dreams. Whenever you have dreams at night, it represents things that you know you may not realize, or things that are hidden from yourself. Keep your closet clean and organized, all of it. And yeah, that's me talking and rambling, but I really believe that. I feel like part of the reason I've had such high mental acuity lately is because I've been so very clean and organized. It feels great. I'm going to work. I took a day off completely from posting and taking content. I just rested. So the last set of videos was from 2 days ago, and now I'm feeling so much better and yeah, COVID free. So I'm going to my new job, which is my old job, Il Lupino, which means little wolf, Trattoria, which means eating house, and Wolfgang, the chef Wolfgang, who's famous. He owns Wolfgang's just around the corner, and yeah, he comes in often. Wolf is the reference to Il Lupino. But I digress. I had left there because the money wasn't what they said it would be, and then they asked me, I don't want to use the word begged, but they just asked me very politely to please come back, give it another shot. And they put me on bartending instead of busing. So now for the first time I have a job where they're not gonna like just bounce me out because I'm not Polynesian. Sorry, that's a thing. Where they appreciate me and they tell me they're so lucky to have me there. And you know, I don't need the accolades, I don't need the ego boost, but I do need to feel like people notice the extra work that I put in, the extra efforts, and they do. So I'll be bartending there, and that's a great position. And I'll even get to work some mornings, so I can maybe like throw in a double or something and get the same amount of hours in a week, but like have a day off or two. Guess we'll see. I'm stoked. I'm feeling kind of weak still, but I'm not feverish. I don't have the aches. I feel like my belt buckle almost went back another notch. But yeah, I'm going to go and make the best of my day, and I hope you do the same. Loving you. The morning buses are different, and I was going the wrong way, and I realized I was late, and I was gonna be late, so I ended up running almost a mile, and I made it. The bus is coming right now. Whew. Yay! All right, so the shift is quick and easy. They just had to show me how to set up. I'll be headed home shortly. And I got a free meal. What is this? I'm getting like a thing. It's in my cartilage. It hurts. I can see it though. I don't like that. Whatever. So I got a free meal, and I could have gotten the banging ham steak or like any of these awesome meals, but I got this. Look at this beautiful acai bowl. Look at that. Oh my gosh, I'm so gonna enjoy it. I need it after all that laying around I did. I'm gonna go home and lay around some more. Just thought I'd share. Life is good. Peace. Yeah, so although I'm not sick anymore, I'm not ready for work. Luckily, they didn't need me more than like 3 hours, but wow, this walk up the hill at the end is a struggle, and I'm about to go lay in bed for another 16 hours, at least. But you know what? Life is good. Loving you. There's the view from my apartment that I just started living in. A nice, quaint little kitchen. The roommates are so very clean and kind, and you know, they've got like their goal plans set up. You know, they're like studying Buddhism. They're completely sober. Everything has a place. There's a place for everything and everything in its place. They call it mise en place in French, which I'm sure you know. You know, this is how my room looks when I get back from work. So I make my bed before I go to work. I've got, you know, the only thing that's slightly off is this. I drank water before I left. I've got my whites soaking and some OxiClean stuff for my next shifts. When I go to wash them, I've got my toiletries, a bunch of food that my roommates had offered me when I got here. Everything was lined up so neat and orderly. It was like art. Beautiful. You know, and then people's closets, they say people's living space, their environment around them is reflective of their psyche, and that it creates a feedback loop. So if your room is organized and clean, and your living space is organized and clean, so will you and your psyche be. And a lot of times our closet represents the places we don't want people to see. So I like to keep my closet clean, and I have like every type of cleaning supply available to make my clothes smell good, including vinegar and baking soda. And then I've got my shoes down here, my colors, my whites. I've got shorts, underwear, socks. This is how my room is always kept. And I really think that if you, and you are seeing it now, I think that you'd be very proud to know of the person who I am and the person I've become in spite of my upbringing. And it's something I'm proud of, and it's something I've worked hard towards. And as much as most people don't really understand the path I took those 2 years on the road, it was basically the monk's path, you know. And I don't expect everyone to understand it, but I feel like it really brought me to a place of healing. And even, you know, my mom passing, that wasn't an easy thing for me, but it was so beautiful. You know, the day of her funeral, she looked so beautiful, and she got everything done the way she wanted to, and it was just such good closure for me. And it was a great way to kind of, you know, close the door and move on from a lot of the neglect and abuse that I experienced as a kid. I knew that as much as she took out so much more on me than she did like Diane and other people, for whatever reason, we only hurt the ones we love, and I meant so much to her, and I just couldn't leave her. Couldn't do that to her. And I'm so blessed because I got to achieve so much healing being there for her this last couple of years as I helped her heal. And again, I'm sorry if I'm being too open, but that's just really who I am now. Very, very, very open. I didn't grow up with much transparency in my household, so transparency is a huge thing for me. But yeah, this is my lifestyle. This is my life. Working 7 days a week, keeping my room nice and neat, keeping it simple, you know, eating healthy, working out regularly. I have to get back to my running routine. I just got done being deathly sick. I think I just got... but I'm really good. I'm happy. I'm actually down to probably 165, which I haven't been in 10 years. If I lost any more weight, which I'm not trying to, I'm working so much. I'm clocking 90 to 130 miles a week working and walking to work when I walk. But the last time I was 160 was when I was 13. So I'm not trying to get to 160, but if I did, I'll literally I'll be 40 next year, and I'll be the same weight I was when I was 13 years old. How crazy is that? Yeah, I've never been in a better place mentally, emotionally, and physically. And I'd say spiritually, which to me is that tripod of those three, but I'm very happy, and I struggle, but You know, a knife can't sharpen itself in the open air. You need the necessary friction of the stone. So all my struggles have been hurdles and not roadblocks, because those hurdles just strengthen you. And just like that religious parable of, the metals needing to go through the fire to burn out the impurities as a means of strengthening them, I think adversity is a crucial part of life. And I feel like, I've been actually developing a stronger faith in God, and even in the concept of Christ, which I've always struggled with recently. And I've been, praying before meals, and I'm just on a really good path, and I'm going to achieve all of the things I told myself I would. And it's not based on a timeline, but I realized that, I'm not getting any younger. Now's the time. So I'm putting all my efforts towards achieving the things I told myself I would. And I'm just so focused. I realized that control is such an illusion. When it comes down to it, we can't control anything externally. Nothing. The only things we can control are the way we choose to feel and the way we choose to make others feel. And whether that's completely true or not, it sounds fancy. So I just thought I'd share it and give you some insight into me and where I'm at mentally and emotionally. And I love you. Hey there. Hey there. I'm running down to the grocery store. You need anything at all?
Oh, I'm good.
Cool. I'm going to go get some fruit or something. I'm feeling like I need some vitamin C. Yeah, so I am going down, you just heard it, down to the grocery store. I need some fruit, some vitamin C, some antioxidants. I feel like if you learn to tune into your body, it will tell you lots of things. And just sitting there, laying in bed for, so many hours in a row, it's hard not to pay attention to your body. There's nothing else really to pay attention to. So they come across as cravings. You've got bad cravings, which are obvious. You want sugar, you want dairy, you want, maybe stimulants like coffee. Not bad stimulants. But I think it's easy to differentiate once you learn some discernment as far as what your body's telling you. And if you really pay attention, certain cravings are just your body speaking. I feel like I need iron. So I need to eat some leafy greens for sure. There's a bunch of kale in the fridge, so maybe I'll get a nice setup for a salad, get some fiber in me, some vegetables. Produce is so expensive in Hawaii, but I think I'm going to have to drop a few, because as it said at that restaurant I lived by, at the last apartment I lived with the tyrant landlord, what was it called? Ripple of Smiles? It said on the outside, make sure to eat your food as medicine, or else you'll end up having to eat your medicine as food. Which is so awesome. Maybe it takes a second to get it, but it's saying that, in Eastern culture, they believe there's no differentiation between food and medicine. Like, your food is your medicine. Everything you eat has different medicinal qualities in Eastern culture. So what they're saying in that fun statement is that if you don't eat healthy, that you're going to have to eat a whole bunch of medicine, which I think is a funny way of saying it, a great way of saying it. Yeah, my normal ramble. I need to balance out my diet a little bit better. I haven't eaten much through the past days, and it's mostly just been carbs and protein, and I definitely need some fiber. So I'm going to get that with some vitamin C, antioxidants, iron, and some leafy greens. I might also get some, I might also get some tea, maybe some like chamomile or other types of non-caffeinated herbal teas that are great for, or hibiscus that are great for heart health. When I've gotten my blood pressure taken at the Walmart arm pump thing lately. It said that my blood pressure was medium high. And I know that's because I've been working so much and not pursuing my passions, but if that's the path that I'm going to continue on, I need to find better ways of regulating my health in the meantime, so as not to live a shorter life and work towards an untimely death. Heart disease is so huge in my family. I think almost everyone's had a heart attack, and they say that every extra person that has a heart attack in your family multiplies your chances times 5. Or maybe that's some bullshit. I think it's real. Hello, pardon me. Hey, good, thank you. So yeah, basically, I need to put a stronger focus on my health through my diet. And yeah, having been like locked up in the house, I need to stretch my legs a little bit without having to rush to work. So that's what I'm doing. Hopefully you can see me. Loving you. Hey there, I'm just leaving the grocery store. I ended up spending $45 on the ingredients for a Greek salad and a half gallon of orange juice. Orange juice, $7. Pepperoncinis, $3. Got these at Walmart. None of this other stuff was here. Kalamata olives, $9.19. Half a pound of feta cheese, $7. $6 a pound for the red peppers. I couldn't afford the red peppers. $3 a pound for the green ones. Oh, it hurts me a little bit. As much as it's gonna help, it's gonna hurt eating healthy here. And I'm gonna dig into this orange juice quick before I make my trek back up the hill to my place. I'm not gonna eat the salad tonight, but tomorrow I will have a hearty meal with lots of fiber. I really wanted antioxidants, but 6 ounces of blueberries cost $6. And the dark chocolate, which also has antioxidants and iron, which I want, was $5. I just couldn't afford it. Maybe tomorrow I'll go back down to Walmart for the chocolate. That'll give me the antioxidants. Dark chocolate's really good for you. It's got antioxidants and iron. But yeah, some shouting guy coming up. It's gonna distract me. I'm gonna go now. Drink my orange juice and then head up the hill. That spot is the spot on my nose is getting better.
Cut. Three-wheel biker.
I don't think it's a cartilaginous issue like I was afraid. I think it's just a superficial skin issue. Dang, I knew I should have got the Simply Orange, which is rated as the top second best orange juice by flavor. The top 6 is this Florida's Natural, which some people have said is a watery in texture and flavor. And man, it tastes just right up there with the elementary school orange juice. Yuck. I just paid $7 for garbage. I got scammed. I would have bought the Simply Orange, but there was no types with pulp. They all had no pulp, and the pulp is supposed to help you when you're sick. So bam, I got scammed. It tastes like shit, and I just spent $7 on garbage. I feel like I just played a scratch off and lost, and I'm like, that was my last dollar. Except I don't gamble. Damn, I feel duped. Just like gambling tomorrow, I'm gonna have to go buy the real stuff. It's $5 at Walmart. Everyone's watching the screaming guy because he went in the store. There's a lot of heightened security now. But I'm gonna go. I know they don't want people just sitting outside the store. And they're really nice here. They're really nice at the store. The one day I gave them crap because they wouldn't give me a mask. And then I looked it up and it said that they have to give masks. But then I realized, and I told them that, and they're like, let me call my manager. Then I was like, oh my gosh, I read up and it was, they have to give masks to their employees. They don't have to give a mask to me. Some places do, and that's their own deal. So I went and I found a mask in the store, or in the parking lot. I panhandled for a mask, basically. I didn't fly a sign that says, I won't lie, I just want a mask. I just asked people for masks, said, hey, I want to get groceries, I lost mine. I went back in and I severely apologized to everyone, said I'm so sorry for being a weirdo. They were so nice about it. It's funny how like one place will have a bunch of nice people, another place won't. But usually that's due to the trickle-down effect of having a very positive manager. So whoever the manager is here, I commended them because I have a feeling that they're an awesome person. It's the Safeway right here in downtown Honolulu. There's two of them, but it's the one by that one street that I'm gonna walk back up to my house. It's the western of the two. Cool, I'm gonna bounce. Loving you. So the Jones Act. Yeah, don't even get me started on the Jones Act. The Jones Act is a law here, from what I've heard, that was enacted by environmentalists, let's call them, where they don't want a special algae that's on ships to travel to Hawaii and destroy the ecosystem. So this law requires that any ships coming to Hawaii have to come from the United States, they have to be American ships, and they have to use American fuel. So basically that means that we're over here by China and Japan, and a lot of the products in the United States come from China and Japan, but they literally have to ship them to like San Diego and then get a different ship that's again American with American fossil fuels and all that stuff, and then ship them here to Hawaii. So that things that would cost less because we're so close to their place of origin cost even more here. And produce especially. So even produce that can be grown here, unfortunately there's just not enough space to grow enough produce to feed everyone, considering that it's not just the people living here, it's the heavy influx of tourists that create the laws of supply and demand. So even like avocados and bananas and tomatoes and all this stuff, you can just, pineapples that just, you could grow here and pick right on trees, it's so expensive because of this. And I don't laugh at the idea of environmentalism, I laugh at political moves to help the corporate oligarchy that are designed to seem like they help the environment. I'm sorry, but that's a bunch of fucking bullshit. That's just a way to keep the poor man poor and the rich man rich. The Jones Act can suck my ass. $45 on a salad and some shitty orange juice. I'm gonna enjoy the shit out of everything, including that shitty orange juice, but it's got me real salty. Almost as salty as that feta cheese is gonna be. I love feta cheese. Yeah, what a bitch though, huh? The Jones Act. I think a lot of people here in Hawaii don't even know what the Jones Act is, unfortunately, but yeah. If it's not on the mainstream news, a lot of people don't ever have the capacity to want to seek out knowledge on their own. You know, they need it fed to them, sadly enough. I'm a shit talker, but there's truth behind what I'm saying. Loving you. So just to explain actually why I say loving you a lot, it's actually something they say in the Rainbow Gathering, which is cool. It's like saying I love you without it coming across as like being romantically in love with you. It's kind of like the love you have for everyone, how the Greeks had, I think, 5 different types of love. I think I heard someone say 9, but it's the universal love for everyone. My guy friends on the phone, I've always told them, at least in the past decade, I love you. And whenever I leave, when I'm done on the phone, I say, I love you. Or love you. You know, sometimes I don't say I just say love you, because even that's like the step between I love you and loving you. But yeah, I tell my guys, and some of even my toughest guy friends, now they say it back. They say love you. I don't ever demand they say it back. I don't even care if they do or not. But, you know, I've gone through so much loss in my life where I don't ever want to be stuck in a circumstance where I didn't get to tell someone how much I cared about them and how I feel about them. So maybe they don't even realize why I say I love you or loving you, or maybe you don't. And yeah, just thought I'd share. Maybe I should share with those people in my life the motives behind the statements. But yeah, you never know when, you know, your last moment is going to happen, and you never know when you'll be taking your last breath, or when someone close to you is going to be experiencing, you know, their last breath, their last moment. And the last thing you want is to live with the regret of not sharing those simple words. The whole meaning for existence, the whole meaning of life, the whole reason why every single particle and the universe exists, why every single star in the universe exists, why every single life that has and will ever happen exists, is love, in my opinion. And I was told that by a very wise person once. Maybe I'll even share that story, although, yeah, it's going to be quite polarizing. Yeah, I had someone very wise tell me that. It was the secret to life. And I got to learn it at a really, really young age. I think I'm gonna get into that story soon. Loving you.